All right, so I made a video about the whole final experiment, and I was like, oh, I didn't want to get on the whole Jaren and stuff like that, and Austin, and them being shills, and et cetera, and obviously bullshit, whatever. But I've seen some people on lives like Caleb, right? Like coming out and like getting upset with people for implying that this is bullshit, that the whole final experiment was either staged or just not accurate and or on the up and up, right? That's bullshit. I just want everybody to know there is nobody, right, in the flat earth community, right, with a straight face, brother. Because see, that's the thing with me. You'll notice, brother, there's certain people that don't have me on, right, because I'm not gonna play with the bullshit, right? I'm very accurate, honest, and to the point, and I don't bullshit with a lot of the stuff. It's just scientific method, repeatable experiments, base my reality. I don't have any fanboys like, oh man, I think it's dope. I'm on David Weiss's app. How dope is that? That's awesome. I thought it was cool that David Weiss very quickly was like, nah, this is a bullshit experiment. And all that has to it is nonsense. Interesting, right? And then what do you know? All we have is consistent nonsense, right? Now, this sun obviously is not going to be identical to the Arctic sun, right? The 24-hour sun. But I find it very interesting, right? That as the sun got lower and higher in the sky constantly, you never saw any of the skylight. See how the sky is changing? See the different layers of colors, right? The sky stayed pitch blue, bright blue, the entire, no matter how far low or close high the sky stayed bright blue, right? Weird shadow convergence where, again, if the sun's 93 million miles away, right, et cetera, you would not have the convergence, right? There are green screen issues. There are multiple issues, dude. Multiple. Not to mention the whole what's called the AI or tech when it comes to the Amazon 360 spherical, all the LED light. This is easily fakeable. That's a fucking fact. It's not even close. Like, there's no I don't know. Maybe there's a guy that, no, it's a fact. This is easily fakeable. So we need evidence, repeatable, demonstratable evidence. If not, why'd you go? If you didn't think you were going to be fucking challenged or questions on some nonsense, because this ain't nothing but nonsense, what you think was going to happen? So I just want to make sure it's clear, right? I'm not saying I know how this was faked. I'm not even saying it is faked. What I'm telling you is that anyone that's getting mad or upset about people asking questions about this experiment, keep a fucking eye on those motherfuckers. Keep a fucking close eye. Anyone who's saying like, oh, there's no way they can fake this. You think, I know the guy. What does that mean? You talked to the guy one time? You hung out with him? Who cares? I don't give a if you guys hung. Oh, I know the guy. I've known multiple liars. I know a lot of shady characters, but just because I know them don't mean they ain't liars. So again, I'm not saying I know what they did and everything's bull. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is anyone in the flat earth community telling you not to question this, not to look into it, there's nothing fishy about it, keep an eye on those motherfuckers. Keep a good fucking eye on those motherfuckers, because that's an interesting take, brother. There's nothing here that is scientific and or evidence or anything. Nothing here proves anything. It's a random experiment to create division. And oddly enough, some flat earthers that seem to find themselves, in these mockumentaries a lot, like Jaranism. I've seen other prominent flat earth accounts call him out. I disregarded. I find it odd. He's in another mockumentary. Weird. It's always this guy, interesting. I don't know, do your own due diligence, do your own research, and, post it.
I am what you call a conspiracy theorist, and I have to say, the energy that Witsit Gets It gives in this episode of him, debunking flat earthers is very off-putting. The body language that is given off from Mr. Witsit Gets It, who allegedly went to Antarctica to, have some guy from a church go and debunk all these flat earthers about, the 24-hour sun that's in Antarctica. He's claiming he went on this trip. Now, let me just say, there's some areas in this video where he doesn't look comfortable. I'm going to show you just one quick part. There's many of them, but I'm just going to show you what I base my analysis off of.
Boom. Everything I've said about Antarctica is true. I 100% went to Antarctica. It was 100% real. The 24-hour sun is real. I witnessed it with my own eyes.
Did you see the way he looks off right after he says that specific part? Watch again. Just listen to that specific part and watch the look off.
Boom. Everything I've said about Antarctica is true. I 100% went to Antarctica. It was 100% real. The 24-hour sun is real. I witnessed it with my own.
The 24-hour sun is real. Like, there's a couple times he does this after saying something specific. Go rewatch this. Hand on the Bible, professing that flat earth is a fraud. When you see this level of pressure, we'll say, and I can't be the only one who felt this, rewatch this whole thing and listen to what he's saying after he does those certain looks. And if you got discernment like I got discernment, you will pick this shit up. Am I bugging, or am I reaching, or am I just a conspiracy theorist? Peace to God.
Any actor can swear on the Bible and claim they are speaking the truth.
Well, the lunar module that was the vehicle that we landed on the moon.
I've got my hand on the Bible. I went to the moon, I walked on the moon. All the other people that you think are people that NASA says went to the moon and walked on the moon go to the moon and walk on the moon.
It shows Norway and Iceland basically for comparison, and they're both almost hugging the ground, the horizon.
Well, the latitude matters, right? Oh, look, wait, this is what I don't even get it.
So 68 and 64 versus a claimed of 79.
Do you understand that at different times, at different months, the sun would be at different elevations, and there is a time where it would hover the coast, as the sun is heading out towards Capricorn.
Why does Dave, the flat earther, sound like a glober?
Just need to know what month.
This is the local lighting aspect of basically still part of the studio thing. You say that and I haven't checked this, so I'm not going to contest it. I don't know if 360-degree cameras will make the sun go oblong like that and bounce around. Maybe they do. I don't have a ton of experience using them, so I won't contest that. Maybe others will. You have convinced me on a number of points, but this one gives me a lot of trouble. If you follow the end of the shadow to the top of the object, it's pointing to a local sun. Or something like a local sun.
Yeah, but isn't that a win for all of us?
But I don't mean that. I don't mean biblical Earth local. I mean like studio local.
Dude, I looked at the sun with a solar filter, and you can see the same sunspots they saw in other places at the same time on the Earth, bro.
But the shadows don't lie. The shadows are pointing to some local light source, and I did see that Dave, debunks to this, and I saw the videos in the parking lot and such. And I have rebuttals to those. I mean, basically, it's just too divergent. It's too far apart. And the way that you would determine the difference between the optical illusion of getting low to the ground or close to the shadows, which make them seem divergent, is essentially that you would not see such wide divergence unless it was a local source. So yes, you can basically hug shadows and make things diverge a bit, but not to the point where they're going almost different directions in the space of 30 feet from not that far away like this. This is just too close.
By the way, just a reminder, this is a 360 wide angle lens, right?
Right. This is worse than a fisheye.
Yeah, it's going to absolutely drastically stretch everything out in all directions. That's what it does.
Oh, fact, and that's why the observation is not valid.
Go to the interactive video.
Two videos that don't exist. Dip, I just did a video. You might want to do a duet on it. I just posted it about an hour ago. The one video that doesn't exist is a flat horizon becoming a curved horizon. That does not exist. Another video that doesn't exist is 6 alleged missions to the moon in 3 years, and there's not 1 second of video of the Earth or the sun from the surface of the moon. So you actually think NASA went 6 times and forgot to point the video camera to the moon 6 different times, or maybe they didn't go. So 2 videos there that don't exist. Also, Dip, I'm not going to waste any more time on Yama Boy here. But Yama Boy, if you're sincere, which I don't think you are, I think you're just trying to defend your blue ball religion. But if you're sincere, go look at my friend's book, 16 Emergency Landings Proving Flat Earth, written by a man with a master's degree, and see what you can learn there. And then go watch another friend's video called Flatten the Curve by Vika Drazev, with commercial and military pilots proving the Earth is flat and stationary with real-world applications. You're coming in here to try and defend something that you probably don't even know much about the globe itself. You certainly don't know much about our observable objective reality, because if you did, you would already be a flat earther.
Let's talk about gravity for a minute. A lot of people think that gravity is the reason things fall to the Earth. And people believe that without gravity, you would just float off into outer space. Well, this is a huge misconception. It's not true at all. In fact, we don't even need gravity to explain why things fall. The reason things fall is simply because they are denser than the medium surrounding it. For instance, the reason I'm sitting in this seat right now, not floating up into the air, is because I am denser than the air. Take a balloon. If you fill a balloon with air, with your breath, and drop it, it will fall. It may not fall very quickly, but it will fall. Take that same balloon and fill it with helium, and it floats. So is gravity smart? Does gravity know that I filled that balloon with helium, therefore it lets it go up into the sky? No. The reason the balloon filled with helium floats is because helium is less dense than air. It's real simple, guys. It's so simple a child could understand it.
So Robert Sisko says, you would know global if it hit you in the face. Can you expand on that a little bit for me? And speaking of globes, did you know that there is not a single globe that you can find that doesn't say on the bottom that it's just for entertainment purposes? You can't find an accurate globe anywhere. It's weird, right? Mapping was done for so many, centuries and so accurately, done by astronomy, by studying the stars and being familiar with the landscape. None of that makes sense on a globe. How does water stick to a spinning ball when centrifugal force and gravity are played? Doesn't make sense. All right, I don't know.
Well, we know this is true because rainbows exist. And what do you need to make a rainbow? Some water, some sunlight, and some type of glass prism. Because once the light hits the prism, it creates the colors of the rainbow. And if this is true, and the firmament does exist, that would mean the Earth is definitely not a circle spinning fast ball with no firmament around it. And if the firmament is around the Earth, that means it's very possible that God created life with the term, let there be light. Because sonoluminescence, it tells us that water inside of a glass with sound waves on it creates a spark of light bubble. And we know in the beginning it was just water over the deep. You see, it says the great deep, it was nothing but water over there. Darkness and water was upon the deep. And then God spoke above the firmament and said, let there be light. 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 And when the light hits the firmament, you get life. Because if we had no light on this planet, we would have no life. Yeah, I'm going with the Bible over NASA every time.
Another Satelloon fell over Africa. Satellites are not in space. They are hanging on balloons here a few kilometers up in the sky.
Bon, ne kɔni ne donna commentaire la parce que commentaire de ka dine waati dɔw quoi. C'est tellement commentaire ka kala waati vidéo yɛrɛ tɛ effet min kɛ commentaire commentaire bilala ninnu foli kan ka da wa non attends même bɛnna ni Navarien ka commentaire dɔ ye ale ko parce que pourquoi m'a fɔ ko Navarien de don mais cliquer commentaire de ka taa tigi ka compte lajɛ quoi a bɛ fɛn min fɛ i b'a dɔn mɔgɔ min de don quoi donc ko risu ka satellite de don quoi i b'a fɔ ko non kabako de don an ka pan o kunna Navarien a ye continuer aw tɛ si c'est pas dɔyi c'est pour la Russie ou bien AIS o a to baara dɔrɔn de la réseau sanfɛ c'est dɔyi ou soit c'est pour la Russie ou bien AIS o b'o dɔrɔn de la réseau sanfɛ u ɲinɛnen don ko eux-mêmes leur propre vie est dɔyi aw ka vie jumɛn aw ka situation c'est triple dɔyi aw kana aw ok allons-y n'i y'a ye ne ni ta ne bɛ ka kuma an ka duturu de quoi minnu taara kalanba kɛ ka na tan kipa dunani ninnu voilà Kasi, yaw niya. Pati kinunuhay na. Ako niya rin na. Voilà. Liye tuwabuke ka boli biye. Tuwabuke ka bolu bebe samsari. Ni ne bi tuwabuke ka fon bengera bo samsari. Comme aya antai duguma. Aw nana antaw ida. Ndo fana bele ta. Kaba esi ka bene soso tipa ko ina. Hey. Aw ta kalama ko. Fen chama be fɛn ninnu kɔnɔ ani misiri jɔcogo dɔw ni fɛn jɔcogo dɔw bɛ yen a fɔrmu a n'a fɛnw a n'a sanfɛla a mirabu n'a fɛn ninnu jɔcogo n'a y'a jateminɛ a bɛna ye eza murumuna ti sa. Ala ka hakili ɲuman d'a ma ala ka tile yɛrɛ parce que jeli.
Step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Earth's a flat plane, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Sharon said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules. Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Like a Home Depot. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the fight. With this line, Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies. Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky, yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky, yeah.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Idialenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.